So a UK university went vegan to end the quote unquote climate crisis. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a UK university going vegan for a variety of reasons, I suppose. But the main thing that they want to push is they want to have a hand in ending the climate crisis. Now, this is Warwick University, and I tell you what, I don't want to go there. If I was to live on campus, which I never lived on campus at a college, but if I was to live on campus and the food there was all vegan, it's like, what are we doing? Where's the beef? Can I get a piece of fish? Can I get a piece of chicken? Can I get a hamburger? What's going on? This is not my thing. Now, this was voted on because I know somebody's going to say in the comments, well, ABO, they voted for it. Well, yes, but no. The turnout for this vote was only 2.7% of the student body. Okay, so let me just pull up an article right quick. Then we're going to get into a video of an activist talking about this. You see the headline, "Where's the beef? Vegan diet to be imposed on Warwick University students after vote banning meat and dairy products." Now, only 2.7% of the 28,600 students voted in favor. So that's 774 students out of 28,600. And the people that did show up, it was a slim margin of victory, 52%. So just barely. I guess that's democracy, right? Where you could say, all right, you could have 5 guys show up and the 3 guys say yay, 2 guys say nay. Then they can decide for 100,000 people if they're going to have beef or not. This is ridiculous, totally ridiculous. Now, before I go any further into it, let's check out a video here. You see the young man on the right-hand side? He is an activist, I suppose, who supports the measure. And we're going to hear from the anchors over here who are not really for this whole thing. I think they're going to pretty much be my spirit animal. But if you want to see this video in full without my commentary, link, as always, will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
You talk about you being a campaigner. In fact, I read you say that students are generally supportive and understand the urgency of this. Presumably, you're basing that on, I don't know what, but there you are. Your idea, my friend, has 2 problems. How many people voted for this?
That right there is the $1 trillion question. And I showed you guys the numbers. Now, let's see what he answers. Let's see how he answers, or if he answers at all.
So, Jeremy, I'd like to highlight a key point that you raised there. This is symptomatic of a lack of political engagement at the national stage. And here with our...
By the way, his name is Vivek. So shout out to Vivek Ramaswamy. His name is Vivek Venkatram.
Campaign, we've tried to get people politically engaged in student politics.
How many
that's
people
a mirror
voted?
Of what's happening.
How many people,
stage.
Vivek, voted to do... Listen, I'm about balance, my friend. You can't be telling me in 2023, when you and your campaigners have left this university, that you have a right. What are we turning into? You can't eat meat.
Jeremy, sorry.
Why?
Yeah, for real, though. I mean, what's going on? And my man, I want you to answer the question. How many students actually voted in favor of this to ban meat and dairy products from the campus?
Can't they eat meat, Vivek?
That is false. By next year, we are transitioning to a 50% plant-based campus. The students
but
will very much be
what about the people who
disagree,
Vivek? What about the meat eaters? I eat meat. Rosie eats meat. What right do you have to impose that on students at Warwick University when only 3% turned out, man?
So you see the subhead right here. This is funny. Let us be vegan. 3 Warwick sites are required to go plant-based by 2027.
So that's the great thing about democracy, Jeremy. People have voted for this, and we have been campaigning intensely over the past many weeks and months to maximize turnout. We've been in the piazza every day from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. during the week of the campaign.
So why did 97% of your university not turn out? Because I take your point, and I'll be honest with you, 3% of your student population turned out, and you got a 52% win. What about the other 97%? Are they too busy doing exams and writing dissertations to avoid this rubbish? Because presumably, if they felt passionate, why didn't they turn up and vote? Because there's more important stuff to do. I don't know.
I agree 100%. And the thing about it, I don't think a thing like this should be able to be voted on. I don't think so. What if there was a vote that says, okay, we're going to lock everybody up in their dorm room at 8 o'clock and you can't go anywhere and you got to put on the mask and we're going to weld you in. All right. And then, yeah, we had to vote. We had 5 guys that showed up and 3 said yay, 2 said nay. So the rest of you guys, all 30,000 of you, must be just held to whatever those 3 guys voted on. That's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
Ludicrous, man.
Jeremy, I understand your point, but I'd like to go back to what I said previously, and I'd urge you to listen to what I'm saying as well. We're having a conversation here, right?
Yep.
We are seeing a lack of political engagement on the student campus. That is true. But we are more than welcome. We're welcoming people from everywhere across campus to share their voice, to start this conversation. We welcome the students' input. And if anybody has issues with our campaign, they're more than welcome to raise their issues. This is part of the student vote. Everyone has a voice. And we've been trying to amplify that voice through open conversation, distributing over 1,400 leaflets.
1,000 flyers, really? That's nothing. Back in my day, I'm old man shaking that cloud. Back in my day, 1,000 flyers, that's nothing. I used to be printing out 5,000 and 10,000, like with club guys when they're trying to promote a party, just to promote a party. Like, let's just talk about this right quick, because I know a little bit about this. I know a teeny bit about marketing and flyers and things of this nature. I did that for about 10 years of my life. When club guys would throw parties back in the day before Instagram became very popular, they would print out club flyers. They still kind of do it now, but it's not like the way it was back in my day. It was something. I would be doing a gang run twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, but different story. I'm going down memory lane. Anyway, guys would come into the shop and get at minimum 5,000 flyers, for one party, for one weekend. And if they had a bunch of parties, they might get 15,000, 10,000 flyers. Okay, so 1,000 flyers, that's enough to reach 28,000 people. And these parties, you might have 200 people in the club, maybe 300 in the club with 5,000 flyers. So obviously your little campaign you're talking about, it wasn't very good. And then also, how did the leaflets look? Can we get a preview what was going on? And then again, we're talking about 5,000 flyers to go to a party, something you can volunteer to go to or not. It's not going to be, okay, if you don't go to the party, then you'll have some legal restrictions put on you. You guys talking about a thing that affected the diets of the people on campus. This is crazy. I didn't sign up for that. Not at all. That shouldn't even be a thing you can vote on. That's like voting on whether you must use calculators or you can't use calculators. If I go to a school and I sign up and I pay my money and I anticipate using the calculator, all of a sudden I get there and 2 guys said, well, now you got to use the calculator. See, this is too much. This is part of the reason why I left college. Little games like this used to get played. I didn't like it, but let's keep on going.
Having great discussions with people across the university.
Well, I have to applaud Vivek for your success in your campaign.
But 97% of the university couldn't give a damn. Why is that?
Then they can't really complain if they were given the vote. Vivek, the question would be,
I do.
Why did you think it was...
There was Jeremy. Jeremy. There was ample opportunity for students to vote. This vote was publicized. This vote was transparent. If people have not voted, this is the result.
Mate, I'm with Rosie on that.
To submit a counter motion.
If you've got a complaint, you should turn out. My question is
who has got a complaint? Who has got a complaint here? Let's make that clear. If you have a complaint, you're not a student, Jeremy.
No. What I'm saying to you is
I think that people are not going to like it because even the people that showed up, it was only 50-50. It wasn't just this majority. So don't do that. The people that cared to show up, you barely won out of those people. So I'm willing to think that, let's just say this 2.7% population slice represents the entire university, which I doubt that it does. But if it doesn't, if it does, that means half of the campus did not like the measure. You see what I'm saying? So the power shouldn't have been in the hands of these people to do this at all. I'll leave this interview right here. I won't play the entire thing. Shout out to Talk TV. I'll link to that in the box. But I'm going to just close with this. People trying to go vegan, trying to save the planet for what? First of all, it's pretty arrogant for you to think that you could just control the weather by eating a soy burger rather than a hamburger. That's ridiculous. And then also, you're talking about the environment, things that harm the environment. a lot of these green energy people, vegans who go vegan for the purpose of saving the environment, they don't understand the thing that they do and how it impacts the environment. Speaking about green energy, okay, you got your Teslas, you got your Ford Lightnings or whatever. If you have that vehicle, I'm no hater. Congrats. You bought a thing that was on the market. But if you are saying that I must buy those vehicles because we're trying to save the planet, I can't tell. You know how much digging it takes to get just one lithium ion battery? You're talking about 500,000 pounds of rock. You're talking about all kind of dirty methods. You're talking about child labor in Africa to get these rare earth minerals, which, by the way, are 90% owned by the Chinese Communist Party. Real talk. And then you're talking about going vegan. Do you know the damage that agriculture does to this world? Do you know that a lot of deserts all over this world were created as a result of agriculture? Because you keep going back to that soil over and over again. At a certain point, you can't go to it anymore. You having droughts. You having overly cultivated lands. Now you got now you got sand. Now you got desert. Places that used to be lush and green and beautiful are now just piles of sand with no moisture. Okay, so if you're going vegan just because you want to go vegan and you just want to have a different diet, then go for it. But if your thought process is, I'm saving the planet, don't hold your breath. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your thought process on what my man was saying about the vote and you should have showed up and all this and that? What's your take on veganism saving the planet? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Number one, there shouldn't have been a vote to do this at all. Okay, I go to college, I sign up. I want to eat whatever I want to eat on the campus. I'm paying my tuition. Okay, if I want to get a hamburger, cool. A soy burger, cool. Whatever I want, that's what I should be able to get if I signed up for it. Don't have me go to a place and then change the rules halfway through the thing. I don't want that. Now I got to transfer, do my credits transfer. Where am I going to go? How much is it going to cost? You're just doing too much. You're inconveniencing me. You're like people that lay on the ground on the highway to protest whatever you want to protest. It's like, sir, I got to get to work. You need to get out the way. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.